to episode 185 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review sheet that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. And today we are covering the 1982 release of The Thing.
We're back in the 80s, guys.
You're going to pretend that you don't want to be here right now?
I mean, it's my favorite movie ever, so...
I know.
I can almost talk about this, but I can almost talk about this, but like, it's a great movie. But it's the 80s again, guys. So that means... What's that mean, TJ?
What does that mean?
It's your week. It's your... You just say
it's my pick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's my pick. And I chose John Carpenter's The Thing.
There we go.
This is Marcus's favorite movie, and I wanted to hear his opinions on it. See why he thinks this movie is as good as it is, considering his taste. Let's just be nice about it.
Well, my taste is good. My picks are not good. Well, those are two different things.
Uh-huh. This movie was directed by John Carpenter. Screenplay by Bill Lancaster, produced by David Foster and Lawrence Turner. It stars Kurt Russell, A. Wilford Brimley, T.K. Carter, David Clennon, Keith David, Richard Dysart, Charles Hallahan, Peter Mahoney, Richard Masur, Donald Moffat, Joel Polis, and Thomas Waits. It also features Norbert Weiser, some uncredited dog as Jed.
You don't talk about the dog in a negative fashion like that.
I'm just reading what it says on here. And Adrienne Barbeau was the chess
computer
voice. Yes,
the only female character in the whole movie.
Yes, that's actually, it says that the only female presence in the film is the voice of McCready's chess computer.
Yeah. And he hurts her. What a sexist pig. Like, even the mechanical women get hit on in this movie. Get hurt in this movie.
Okay.
I pushed a button. Oh, okay, I clicked the thing on the side. It took me a picture to H.P. Lovecraft. I was like, I saw the picture, like, who is this racist? Why are they showing me him? I'm like, oh, it's H.P. That's right. I was like,
Why is he a racist?
He's a racist. He doesn't like...
No, why did you see a picture not knowing what it was and assume he was a racist?
No, because I know he's a racist. I knew what it was. And I think to myself, why did they show me H.P. Lovecraft? And I thought about the movie, like, oh, it's a Lovecraftian kind of movie. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a second. Like, why do I see...
The context in what you were saying, it wasn't making you...
Yeah.
So,
no, I said it wrong the first time.
I just wanted to clarify there.
Yeah, I know H.P. Lovecraft. I know he's a monster. I was like, why did I see it? Like, oh, okay, John, you get the thing.
I only have a passing knowledge on H.P. Lovecraft, so
not a cool guy. I
intended to read his stuff, but never did.
I never did, only for the fact. Well, I feel like most people haven't, but like, I just, again, it's the whole like the fans are like so about it. I don't want to be a part of that club.
Well, I just like when I hear about something like I dive into it and I read it.
True. There's a lot of his shit out there. So
like I went on a James Bond tour and read like 15 of his books, and stuff like that. So like it's just like I will get into something like that, and it was always like one of the things that I thought I'd get into, which is never came to be.
It will. Anyway, you got time.
So,
because you like shit like that, so.
Yeah, I like books, though, so. And I know they're books that he wrote, but, like, it seems like there's a lot of short stories to his stuff.
Yeah.
So, it's almost like reading Poe, where you have to get a collection of stuff to read.
True.
So, I don't know. Whereas I like collecting actual books.
Purist.
Someone's got to collect physical stuff before it's gone.
Fair, I suppose. Although things are meant to be disappearing, so.
They're meant to be disappeared. Books have been around for thousands of years.
Okay. The Earth has been around for longer than that. I almost said millions, but that's not millions, billions, trillions of years. Unknown amount of time. So things come and things go.
And it's still here.
For now, but it's gonna be gone. What is will not. Simple as that. Because that must go down.
But the Earth has lasted that long, so you would think all the other stuff should last as long.
Wow, why? Not at all.
The concept like books should last as long as something as Earth.
The concept of the books theoretically should last as long as people who put value into those things last. Right? Same thing as religion and money and everything in between. If there's value into it, it should last as long as the value is worth it.
I would argue religion and money will disappear as soon as the utopia society evolves.
And that's not going to happen in our primitive state of life. Because we're stupid creatures and animals.
Yeah, but eventually evolution will take over.
Mathematically, sure, it's a possibility it can happen. Again, we'll be dead and gone by then.
I mean, we got to this point, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
So it could happen.
It's not unfeasible to think that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is.
It's actually an apt conversation for the movie that we're kind of watching.
It's good movies do, TJ. We have good conversations. So that's one of my favorite. I love this movie. I like body horror. I like Who's Who kind of thing. So the fact this is both of those things, it's great. Plus, it's in Alaska or Antarctica. It's everything I need in my life.
I mean,
there's no dumb love triangle going. This is like the perfect film.
Fictionally, it's in Antarctica. Actuality, parts of it was filmed.
Exactly. This is perfect.
The rest of it was in a refrigerator in Los Angeles.
Yep. Yep. This movie is just the best thing ever. It's a simple idea. Execute it to perfection at the time.
If you say so.
Ages really well. My only critique I'm going to say now and throughout the thing is it's just as you get older and as my attention span gets worse and worse with this modern technology, it does move slightly slow. But that being said, still a great film. Especially your first time watching this movie. You don't know what's going to happen and when it happens. You pick your phone and actually watch it like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So good. God, so good. Like I was watching it and thinking to myself, like, if I was the first time watching this, I remember how I felt. And, like if I was showing this to like a nephew of mine, like how will they think like, this part would scare them? This part would get them. They'd be like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. You got to keep watching. This movie's great. This movie's phenomenal.
So it's funny you say that because I did not remember any of the plot to this. I just knew there was a monster that they always accused each other. I didn't remember who the monster was.
Yep.
I didn't remember if they even showed the monster. I remember nothing of anything. I almost went into this movie fresh because I guess I haven't seen it in like 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So I almost did come into it fresh. I remember bits and pieces, but that was it. So I was like, oh, so like I was didn't know who anybody was.
That's good. I hope you liked it then.
Yeah, we'll get
you didn't like this, guys. I want to say you hated the ending. I'm willing to bet since it was a vague. That's the ending. You're like, well, what was my fucking time watching that thing? That's how I think you're gonna feel about that.
No, it wasn't a vague ending.
It's vague. Well, look at it. I'm pretty sure it's brought up in behind the scenes and fan theories and stuff like that.
Sure, but like
that's the vagueness. Like, I can see people hating that.
Speculation on how the speculation of things, sure, is on it, but it was like properly ended. Like those guys are dead.
Or maybe not.
No, I'm pretty sure they're dead.
If one of them is the thing, it's just frozen. It's gonna be coming back to life eventually. It's up to their interpretation.
I didn't get that, but okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they just froze to death. Okay.
Spoiled.
Anyway, Bill Lancaster was in this cameo appearance, and Dick Warlock was apparently the stunt guy. Behind the scenes, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of interesting people that could have been in this film. Essentially, there's people like the guy who did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Toby Hooper.
Yep, he was attached to this for a while.
Yeah.
John Landis was attached to it for a while.
That piece of shit. He killed some people on the set of Twilight Zone.
Did he?
Oh, you don't know this?
I don't know. I don't know movies.
Okay, well, John Landis directed Twilight Zone movie. He didn't kill them, but he's the director. I think I got away with it in court. His best friend at the time was Steven Spielberg. They lost contact after this situation. On the set, but the set was a chaotic set. At night, there's 3 actors, an older man and 2 children. They are in water trying to leave like a Vietnam set or something, wherever the case was. And there's a helicopter, and there's footage of this on YouTube. And the old man's carrying one, if not both, the children in the water, and the helicopter's hovering above them. Some crazy shit happens, and the helicopter crashes and kills those 3 actors, and I think maybe the pilot as well. I don't recall. And so that was the whole situation, how bad it was. And most of the people argue his fault because of neglect. And a lot of people warned like, hey, this is like not cool. They shouldn't be like, this shouldn't happen. These actors shouldn't be here. The helicopter should be this low. The wind conditions aren't good. Don't do this. He did it. Shit went south. So yeah, it's probably the biggest stain on his on his career.
I see.
Yeah, he's done some good movies that I do enjoy. It's John Landis. He's a name, but people died on your set that could have been avoided. Especially 2 of them were children. Not a great thing to have.
Yeah, no, I would say so.
Yeah, and he probably haunts him. I don't know. I'm not him, but yeah, Hollywood, man, it's freaking crazy.
I don't know any. I learned all the stuff that I know about movies. I learned through this podcast.
That's crazy. So much history in the movie making.
I just
so much history.
Nothing about anything. It's not a hobby of mine.
No, that's fair. I get it. Or maybe legally he's not a murderer. I don't know how the court. I know he's scot free.
It wouldn't be murder. It would be manslaughter.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. Okay, so here it is, right here. How did we get here?
It's interesting.
It is. So in December, Morrow's daughters, John, also sued Landis and Warner Bros. Studios and others for negligence and unwrongful death, resulting in Warner Bros. Settling their court case out of court. God. Awarding $855,000 to each party. Following the accident, Spielberg ended his friendship with Landis. Yeah, in October 1904.
That sounds like a civil suit, though. That doesn't sound like a criminal case.
Right, you just said because it wasn't intentional. It was like accidental. I don't think.
Yeah, but
and you can't directly blame Landis. I guess.
Doesn't matter if you accidentally hit someone with your car. That's involuntary manslaughter. That's a criminal. That's a criminal case. I think that what you read was a civil case.
No, in June 1983, Landis, associate producer, production manager, were charged with involuntary manslaughter.
There you go.
In December, that's when in December, yada, all this stuff happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so they probably got hit with the involuntary manslaughter. They probably got it all. So the family was like, okay, we're going to sue you for at least get some money out of this for destroying our family. And that's where the civil suit came.
Yeah, later they filed civil suits against Landis and other defendants and eventually settled out of court.
I may not know movie, but I know law procedure.
Which is good. That's more important. Depends what you're saying. But yeah. Yeah, it's sad. And I was younger. I watched the video. It was like on the video, Faces of Death. People who died on camera. So this video, it's on YouTube. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah.
Let's go move on to a less sad, but I think kind of equally as interesting note here.
How did we get there?
We're behind the scenes, and John Landis was attached to this film.
Okay.
And so, but you know how scripts go. They fall apart because they started this script in 1976. They went through different directors and different writers. Carpenter didn't want to write, so they had someone else. That's why what's his name came in and wrote for it. Bill Lancaster.
Okay.
He had trouble. He was apparently having trouble writing this time, so he didn't want to do it again.
Okay.
But even after all that, after securing the writers and the crew and everything else, Carpenter actually nearly quit again because he believed that his passion project, El Diablo, was on the verge of being made, and he wanted to be on that.
I love El Diablo.
It's a Western, right?
I never heard of it.
Well, I think it's a Western that he I clicked on it and it said a comedy Western or something.
Oh my god!
But so he wanted to work on that, but that didn't get made to 1990, so he had underestimated its imminent release, essentially.
Wow.
So he remained on. So, yeah.
I see. It's a buddy comedy. What a weird. I mean, who could this is, you say his dream project?
It says specifically, after securing the writer and crew, the film was stalled again when Carpenter nearly quit, believing that a passion project.
It's weird to have a comedy being I could never imagine a comedy being my passion project, especially for a guy who's known for doing horror.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like the thing that we clicked on tonight is the 1990 film release, and maybe that is he didn't work on that.
No, I'm on IMDb. He's got a writing credit on this one.
Does he got a writing credit, or maybe he didn't get what he wanted, and they said we're doing a comedy.
True, because I just can't imagine. Maybe I can't imagine any comedy out there like.
But to be fair,
this is my passion project.
To be fair, it is a Western, and Westerns are weird in that thing. So if you're really into a specific book you read when you were a kid, so I could see it.
Fair, I guess some people out there are just comedians, and they're just I want to make people laugh, and this is my passion project. It's not a great laughing thing, so I get it, like Jerry Lewis and shit like that. But I just feel like most people in Hollywood are just pretentious. They want to tell either a sad or something that makes you move, not a Western It's just it's a weird one.
So you.
What? Yeah, pretentious, yeah.
So you, yeah.
I was thinking something today. What's passion? I don't have. So I was reading something hey, don't make your passion project the first time around. And I thought to myself, there's a lot of stories I have in my head I want to tell. Not one story I have is a passion project. I would either sell it for other things or I'm willing to change a lot about it. So that's just fascinating to me.
Yeah, I don't have anything I'm specifically attached to.
Yeah. There's nothing I need to say or tell in a certain specific way. I don't give a shit.
Usually, what usually happens is I get a spur of the moment idea. It's let's do it.
Fair. I have visuals I want to get out there, but a story, nothing I need to tell proper. Anyways.
Yep. Anyway, Carpenter actually waited to cast the lead of MacReady because he wanted to leave his options open, and they considered a bunch of weird names for MacReady. These are guys you see Kurt Russell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Could you imagine Christopher Walken in that role?
In 1982. Can I imagine Christopher Walken? No, I can't.
Jeff Bridges,
Bridges. Sadly, yeah. I wouldn't like it, but yeah, I could definitely imagine him in it.
Nick Nolte.
Yeah, I could. He's got that
Yeah.
scruffiness to him. Remember, this is the 80s, too. Like, this is like Beverly Hills. Was he Beverly Hills Cop? The other one.
No, Beverly Hills Cop was.
Nick Nolte, well, he did the other.
Beverly Hills Cop was freaking not even the right.
No. He did another one with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He
I'm trying to think.
48 Hours.
Yes, and another 48 hours. No. Yes.
Yes. Was it 48 Hours?
Yes. I wasn't a big fan of those movies, but I want to say yes.
I think it was 48 Hours. Yeah.
I want to say you're right. So, like, yeah, he has that to him. I like this movie as is. I can't imagine anyone else, but like these guys can fit besides Christopher Walken.
I think of Kurt Russell, and these guys seem more like character actors. Like when they play themselves. If you know what I'm saying. Like they have a certain look, they speak in a certain way. When you
I feel the same way of Kurt Russell. Like it's Kurt Russell. He's always to me. Every time I see him on screen, it's Kurt Russell. I never not see every role he's been in. Like, oh, it's Kurt Russell.
I think Kurt Russell is such a bland guy in real life that I just see him whatever character they portray him as, because they always portray him as this bland guy.
I always see him as Kurt Russell. I'm always distracted because his acting's bad, and I think it's just Kurt Russell. He's got a look to him. I like him. Every role I've seen him in, I've like I enjoyed him in, but like.
But
it's also Kurt Russell.
Like, the other three that I mentioned overact.
And I see that fitting this movie. Like Nick Nolte back then probably worked well. Jeff
Bridges?
No, Jeff Bridges would definitely fit well. I don't like Jeff Bridges though, but he would definitely been really well in this movie. But he's another person I see is like, oh, it's Jeff Bridges. I don't see a character, I see Jeff Bridges. So that's why I see that fitting this role. Who else is there?
I say Christopher Walken, Jeff Bridges, and Nick Nolte.
Any more people or no?
There was those three were unavailable or declined. That's why they weren't in it. I'm not sure who Sam Shepard is.
I know the name. I gotta see his face. Sam Shepard.
But he showed interest in the role, but was never pursued.
He's passed away. You would know him from Black Hawk Down, maybe, but nope, you wouldn't know for anything.
And then the other two was Tom Atkins. I don't know who that is.
Tom Atkins. Yeah, I know the name. Let me see who you know him from. AKINS?
Yeah. ATK.
ATK. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. That's a face. You wouldn't know from anything. The Fog, maybe?
No. I don't think I've seen any version of The Fog.
Really? Huh.
No version of it. And then the other name is Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson. Don't know who that is. THOMP.
That's why I stressed the first three names, because I knew who Christopher Walken versus Nick Nolte were.
It looks like probably who's Jack Thompson? What's he on? No idea. Star Wars. He played Cliegg Lars.
Which means he was an alien in the makeup, so I wouldn't recognize.
Well, it was episode 2, so probably you're right. Yeah. He was a party guest in Short Circuit.
Okay. Other people who are considered for different roles, I just thought these were interesting too, were Carl Weathers was considered for a role.
Oh, Child's character.
Yeah, Childs.
Okay.
Isaac Hayes.
Yep. Makes sense.
And then Ernie Hudson was the front runner.
Just black 80s actors. Got it.
And was almost cast until they met Keith David, who was the guy who actually took.
Okay. I'm not mad at any of those roles because they all have suave.
This was Keith David's actually his first role.
Yeah, he was young in this.
They had to impress him. They must have impressed them pretty much.
And he's cheap.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. All the cast in this got paid $50,000 except for Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, in fact, the lead was only supposed to get $50,000, but since Kurt Russell was a name, they actually bumped his salary up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But it was only to $400,000. It's not like millions of dollars.
No, well, it's a cheap movie made.
Yes.
Didn't do well, sadly.
And then the only other casting interesting that I thought was interesting was Palmer. The guy who played Palmer is played by a comedian.
Who's Palmer?
He's the guy that was tied up in the chair and was the alien whose blood.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, he's played by a comedian.
Okay.
The other people they considered was Jay Leno.
Ugh.
So I thought that was, and I don't know the other people, Gary Shandling and Charles Fleischer. I don't know who they are, so. Okay. But yeah, and then they, Powers Booth, Lee Van Cleef. There's a bunch of names from the 80s here.
Makes sense. It's usual Hollywood shit.
I don't know who Masur is, but this guy Masur was considered for a role, but he actually turned it down to being E.T. because E.T. had come out also this.
Spoiler, what's the box office?
So, we already talked about them being in Alaska. They actually filmed a little bit in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a treacherous thing that the people, they had a bunch of people on a bus that almost slid into a deep chasm.
Jesus, what a way to go.
But I mean, it didn't happen, thank God. But
That'd be awful. God.
So this film was apparently a critical and box office flop.
Yes, it was. And it's so bad.
It did very bad.
Yeah, it's a cult classic.
And I was reading through some of the reviews.
People didn't get it. They didn't like it. Yeah,
pretty much.
Crazy, right?
The one that really stood out to me was the film received negative reviews on its release and hostility for its cynical, anti-authoritarian tone.
Yes, it's the 80s.
And graphic special effects that turned people off. But from the reviews I've read, Robert Ebert apparently hated it too.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of either cynical 80s people because of a theory for why this movie bombed is because it was a time of a recession and people were not looking for more sadness in their real life.
And you also have to remember, like you just said, E.T. came out at the same time.
And then
2 Alien films came out. One's a kid-friendly film. That's going to be good. And this one came out what the
Right. So it also opened the same day as Blade Runner.
Which also wasn't as successful.
But Blade Runner debuted number 2 that week.
Yeah, that week.
So, I'm just saying, they did better than this. But also, from reading the reviews, it was a bunch of pretentious artsy people being like, these people are bad. So it was a bunch of Marcuses saying this. They don't understand.
I can guarantee if I saw this depend. Well, that's a lie. Because also, if I was my age then, I would have seen other shit that would sculpted me. Let's say if I was a kid watching this shit or a teenager, I'd be like, this thing is awesome. Yeah, Blade Runner was to number 27th that year. It did not do good either.
It was nominated for nominations for the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films for Best Horror Film and Special Effect. It didn't win. It lost to Poltergeist, another movie that came out the year.
It's a great year. The 80s. Good stuff.
It was also nominated for a Razzie Award.
Of course.
Do you want to guess what award it was, though? Because you'll be probably surprised.
I'm going to say something about special effects, probably.
Nope.
Because the movie's so perfect. What else could it be? Acting, maybe? Because Razzies are dumb. So what stupid shit could it be? Acting or music?
Worst musical score.
Yeah. Some bullshit where this movie's perfect for me, so everything about this is not Razzieville. So
actually, I don't usually, the soundtrack normally doesn't stick out to me when I watch movies, but this one stuck out to me. That thumping throughout the entire movie was consistent enough that it stuck with me.
Hopefully in a good way. I fucking love this movie.
Anyway, obviously,
no matter how much shit you talk about it, if you talk a shit, you'll never change. This movie's fucking perfect.
Regardless of what they said in the 80s, the movies had a performance analysis and reassessment.
Yes.
In recent years, and it's been reassessed as one of the best horror movies of all time.
As it should be.
Just to sum up all the garbage that we have in front of me. And then, of course, there's a whole section about themes and the thematic things and theories and fan theories and a retrospective look on it. It's cultural influence. It's in video games and TV shows. It has been referred to in things such as the X-Files, Futurama, Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. This thing has touched a lot of people, TJ.
Just if you're into video games, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider.
Probably Dead Space, I would say. I never played Dead Space, but I would figure there's some kind of elements to that in this and that.
Maybe it's not listed here.
Okay.
But I also don't have a full list here.
Fair.
It's also touched in Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. For those of you who don't know, that's a D&D book.
I hate that I know that.
That is an actual book from, Wizards of the Coast influenced by this. It also takes place, Icewind Dale is a frozen place in this.
Nerd! I'll never play D&D.
You were playing D&D before I was.
Okay, that's technically true. Can't argue that.
And even filmmakers are influenced by Guillermo del Toro, J.J. Abrams, Quentin Tarantino, obviously.
I'm skipping through the movie as we're talking. It's just so good.
And then there's, of course, since the reevaluation, there's been a bunch of sequels made of it. There's been comic books. Mm-hmm. There's a video game. Board game. In 2005, Sci-Fi planned to do a 4-hour miniseries sequel produced on it.
I would have watched it. There's a 2011 prequel.
Yep, a prequel in 2011.
Fine, it holds up. It's good. Not as good as this, but it's fine. That's so good. That's a good movie.
Although released years apart and unrelated in terms of plot, characters, and crew, or even production studio, Carpenter considers The Thing to be the first installment in his Apocalypse trilogy.
Escape from New York.
A series based around cosmic horror entities unknown to man that a threat to both human life and sense of self. The Thing was followed by Prince of Darkness, 1987.
Okay.
That is, and In the Mouth of Madness, 1994.
That one's on my list, I believe. Mouth of Madness and The Mouth of Madness. Sam Neill. It's Dr. Alan Grant, for you nerds who don't know. Is it on my list? It's on my list. What's the other one? Prince of Darkness?
The Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness.
1987.
Donald Pleasance. It is on my list.
But that's all the behind the scenes.
Awesome.
The movie had a budget of $15 million. Oh, that was another thing. The special effects went over budget.
Shocker.
It was only supposed to be like $500,000, and I think it ended up being like $1.2 million.
How someone sit through this? Granted, a different time period, I get it. And this is like a horror film, so horror films aren't like usually like automatically revealed as the best thing ever. So I get it. But like, how do you sit through this movie and like, what a piece of shit? Like, you probably hated it. It's fine. But like back then, it was amazing. It's just the start of it. Like, why are they shooting at a dog for? Why am I watching this? Good movie. Sorry.
Yeah. So that things actually had to be cut out and cut down because the special effects went over. So they cut down scenes. They changed shooting locations to cheaper areas, stuff like that. Because and they had to beg someone for $100,000 to finish the movie.
God.
Anyway, so it had a budget of $15 million, but it made $19.9 million.
That's so sad. Landing it in the top 30. Well, it's in the top 40 of the 1982 box office.
Just before you go into the 40, what was number one?
Oh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to do the top 5. Because this is our first time. This is our second time at this box office. Our second time. Can you guess the first time we came to this box office?
1982?
1982. That's why I was quiet for the first 20 minutes before we started recording. It's like, I know we had to be here before. Why did we come here before? That's why I was ignoring for the first 20 minutes before we started recording. Like, I had to do so much. Like, what movie did we do?
It wasn't superheroes.
You're wrong.
It was superheroes?
You think if you wanted your f***ing picks. It was not one of your f***ing picks.
Wow, really? So it had to be Superman.
That's
Superman
what took
2.
me so long. No.
No. Not Superman 2?
No, but you're very close.
Supergirl.
No.
Superman 3.
It came out before Superman 3 and after Superman 2. It's number 7 on our release.
Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
What number was that at?
Number 7. Oh, shit. Good question. I don't think it listed because it was so... I've ever called it lists. Let's look. I don't think it's on the lists. Let me click on the thing. Go to IMDb. Its box office, its budget made 2.5. God, let's see what's on here. I don't see it on the list.
Might not list it then.
No, probably not. Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't remember what we did with that, but okay.
What do you mean? I probably read some random things.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. But yeah. So number 1 that year, the top 5, we have Porky's of $105 million.
Wow, that was a different time, man.
Yep. You could make that now, but it ain't going to theaters.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that it's Porky's at all, that's a raunchy comedy.
Yeah.
That was number 1.
Should I read that to people? Because our audience is probably younger.
Yeah, you can read it. Why not?
Porky's, ladies and gentlemen. In 1954. Wow, it's crazy. It's a timepiece movie.
Wow, I didn't think it was... I forgot the 80s were all 50s stuff. That's true. It was 50s, 60s nostalgia in the 80s.
That's why now it's 80s and 90s because that's how far back. God, time sucks. Time is great. It doesn't stop, but also, like, God damn, makes you sad. 1954, a group of Florida high school guys try to help their buddy lose his virginity, which leads them to seek revenge on the sleazy nightclub owner and his redneck sheriff brother for harassing them. It's a movie. That's very, like I said, very raunchy.
Very raunchy. Overrated.
Yeah. It's one of those movies, I think, if you were to watch it now, it'd be a fun drink game and seeing, like, what does not age well and what would be canceled.
Yeah, there's a lot in that would be canceled.
Yeah, it was, justly so. Like, it's not a good, don't do these things, people.
There's a reason why the 80s is notorious.
Can't make them like that anymore for good reason. They couldn't make it. They couldn't make this, but
Don't get me wrong, the 80s are awesome, but
yeah.
for movies, especially kids' movies,
Yep.
because everything was so dark. But man, they did a lot of questionable shit. How many movies are about teachers sleeping with their students and stuff like that?
Way too many.
So yeah. Anyway,
Nowadays, that'd be just a documentary because it happens so freaking often. Number 4, we have Rocky 3 of $124 million. Rocky 3.
makes sense.
Yep. Rocky does some Rocky shit, people. I never
That's
see.
where he fights. That's where he fights Mr. T
Yeah, his first
and
one.
Hulk Hogan.
God, what a Hulk Hogan, man.
That's the Rocky 3 is though where it turns from like serious to a bit more
Campy,
goofy
yeah.
and campy. But it's also where it starts to turn and gets really like it's still awesome, but in a different way.
In a cheesy camp way. Like,
In a cheesy camp way, but it's still fun.
yeah.
Whereas, like, if you watch the original Rocky, it's a really slow and can be boring,
I couldn't get through it.
but the drama in it is very good.
Yeah.
And the second one builds on that, but the third one, it takes it less serious.
Of course. After that, we have at number 3, An Officer and a Gentleman with $129 million.
I know that name. I don't think I ever saw it.
It's an Oscar movie. A young man must complete his work and at a Navy officer candidate school to become an aviator with the help of a tough gunnery sergeant and his new girlfriend.
So it's just Top Gun.
Probably. I've never seen it. I haven't seen any of those movies, actually. They say that. But yeah. Number 2, we have Tootsie with $177 million. Tootsie.
Don't know what that is.
God, watch some movies, man. Michael Dorsey, an unsuccessful actor, disguised himself as a woman in order to get a role in a trashy hospital soap.
Oh, okay.
Again, a guy dressing as a girl, guys. It was revolutionary at the time.
Still unacceptable to this day.
It was acceptable back then because people thought it was funny. But now those people want rights. People don't think it's cool anymore. It's weird how people are just stupid like that. Anyways, at number 1 with E.T. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this that made $359 million. Well, like I said, this one dropped down at number 39. It's the thing.
Wow.
I know. So I don't want to do all 10 of these. Let's do 40 to 35.
Okay.
Yeah. So at 40, we have a movie called The Man from Snowy River.
It's about the man from Snowy River, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It sounds actually like a crime drama about this guy.
It's not on my list. Shit, hold on. Yeah. You think it's a crime drama? No, it is a drama.
Yeah, I don't know. I got this impression. It's like the only reason it's like the man with no name kind of thing. He's the man from Snowy River. I just got this dramatic kind of like violence kind of vibe from it.
We probably should watch it. It looks terrible. We should probably watch this. In 1880s Australia. Oh, it's Australia, thank God. In 1880s Australia, after a young Jim Craig's father dies, he takes a job at the Harrison cattle ranch where he is forced to become a man.
Oh, I should have stuck with the Western theme.
Yeah, it's a Western. It's a tragedy, adventure, drama, romance Western. It's got Kirk Douglas in it.
The only thing I have reservations about 80s Westerns because they tended to be terrible.
Oh, it looks awful. That's why I did a heavy sigh.
Yeah.
It's got 7 stars out of 10.
I don't trust people's reviews.
Neither do I, but it's an hour 42.
But like, yeah, I know Westerns in the 80s were particularly bad.
Yeah, we did some reviews on them. They were just...
No, they were 90s.
Okay, those were still like, they were fine. At number 39 is The Thing with $20 million, $20.8 million. And
Never heard of it.
Yeah, neither did I. 38 with $20.9 million. There's a movie called Quest for Fire.
You're gonna have to repeat that. What?
Quest for Fire.
For fire. It's either about cavemen or it's a dark fantasy movie.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like a Conan kind of movie. One of those cheap B ones, though.
I would say it's the first one. It's the first one. The story takes place in a prehistoric time when 3 tribesmen search for a new fire source. And it just looks like Neanderthals and cavemen.
You know what's
just
sad?
living their life.
No, it's sad.
Yeah.
The caveman answer was just a joke answer.
No, it's the 80s, TJ.
I know. But still.
And then the trailer's playing, and oh my god, it looks like such actor bullshit movie. The original title, okay, it looks like it's French. The original title is Le Grand du Fou.
Yeah, that's definitely
It looks like a French film. God. Awful. It's probably fine. I'll add to my list, though. The next one. At number 37, we have Creep Show. $21 million. Creep Show.
Never heard of it.
Describe it to people. I'll Google the next one.
I'm actually not sure which one this is. Is this the anthology one?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. I think it's like 3 different horror stories that are told. I don't think they're interconnected. I think they're separate.
Yeah, I think they're different. Five,
So,
the five
but
of
they're
them.
written by different, like they're written by different prominent writers or directed by prominent directors or something like that.
Yep, it's good. It's actually not that bad, and I hate anthologies.
You know, and then I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I've ever saw it.
Like, what the TJ? Like, you made me watch fucking Leprechaun and Puppet Master, shit that breaks me. Think you're not gonna watch Creepshow?
Because I thought I had seen it, but like I never. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually saw it.
You never seen Creepshow? Like 5 grisly tales from a kid's comic book about a murdered father rising from his grave, a bizarre meteor, a vengeful husband, a mysterious crate's occupant, and a plague of cockroaches. You never seen any of those movies? Any of those?
No, I don't think I did.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen Creepshow.
Fuck you. Sorry. Like, you made me watch shit films that broke me. Attack of the Killer Tomato. Well, you never seen Creepshow?
But to be fair, I never seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and I heard that was like the epitome of horror movie.
Shut up. That was God. I mean, I heard the same thing, so like, that's why I'm not angry at you, but that movie is still
So
awful.
I tried.
Yeah, you did, I guess. What's Creepshow? It's pretty
But
solid.
like I never but the name is so synonymous with horror movies, and like I told you exactly what it was about by
That'd be a good
description,
theme. Yeah,
but I don't think I've ever actually watched that movie.
crazy. Yeah, no, like anthology would be a good theme for a theme month.
Oh, I don't, I don't even know what else would be in an anthology movie.
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's so many anthology movies out. Isn't Trick or Treat one of those?
That's the only one I know of.
Then you have, for some reason, I can only think of horror films or anthologies. I guess that's a thing.
Trick or Treat was actually pretty good, though.
I never seen any of them. I haven't seen it. ABC,
Really?
Yeah.
You love horror movies. That's pretty good.
I know. People say, trust me, everyone tells me that all the time.
Yeah, but I never recommend you anything.
Fair. That's
and if
fair.
I recommend you something...
There's ABCs of Death.
I don't know what that is. Never even heard of it.
It's fine. It's mid at best. It's okay. It's just one of the ones that left a bad sour taste about anthologies. I mean, like, okay, it's like one good story here. The rest of them are just a waste of your time.
No.
But yeah. Next up on my list, this movie's on my list. Night Shift at 36 with $21 million. Night Shift. Have you heard of this one?
I thought I did, but I think I'm thinking of Night Stalker.
Night Shift, directed by Ron Howard.
Nope.
Starring Henry Winkler, Michael Keaton, Shelley Long, Gina Hatch.
Definitely not what I was thinking of. I was thinking like horror movie, but this is comedy.
It's a raunchy comedy at that.
I don't know what kind of Night Shift. I guess Night Shift could be it's some kind of job. I don't know which one though.
What kind of raunchy comedy about Night Shift could be in the 80s?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I don't
Just
know.
throw a random profession out there.
Like when I think of the 80s, I think of like Night Court and like Cheers and shit.
Cheers.
That's a bar.
Then no. A mild-mannered morgue attendant is assigned to the night shift. And
I did think hospital, but
Yeah.
I would have never got morgue.
Nope. And his new coworker, along with his prostitute neighbor, convinced him of running a prostitution ring from out of the morgue.
Yeah, I would have never. Ew, wait.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
I hope their prostitution ring actually has alive people.
Yes. In the trailer, yeah, they're dancing and doing that.
They're not selling.
It sells. Sex sells. At number 35, Things Are Tough All Over, with $21.1 million.
I don't know, drama about struggling financially.
Nope.
No idea, then.
It's a comedy.
Of course, it's always a comedy in the 80s.
Yeah, that's why the thing.
Stupid
That's why
title.
the thing didn't do well. It's a stoner comedy. It's got Cheech and Chong. It's a stoner comedy. Yeah. They do some bullshit.
They get high and do some shit.
Yep. I'll do more because like half the rest of them are just things you know. So at number 34, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1982 re-release at $21 million.
I was about to say, that's pretty low for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Now it's a re-release. They can make more money. Pink Floyd, The Wall at 33 of $22.2 million.
Don't know what that is.
It's a documentary. A confined but troubled rock star descends into madness in the midst of his physical and social isolation from everyone. Plus, like a musical concert thing.
I know what it is.
Okay. Bambi, 1982 re-release, $23 million even at number 32.
Never heard of
We
it.
have The Road Warrior at number 31 with $23.6 million.
Oh, that's that garbage movie, right?
You just shut your mouth. That's the sequel, or is it the first one?
I think it's the sequel.
For kicks. I know there's different naming conventions because overseas where they released it's differently
I
named.
think it's Mad Max, then I think it's Road Warrior, then I think it's Thunder.
Yeah, this is Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max 2. It's a sequel. Yeah. And a post-apocalyptic Australian wasteland. A cynical drifter agrees to help a small, gasoline-rich community get rid of a horde of bandits.
You know what?
Phenomenal movies. You never seen it?
I don't think I've seen the second one.
Shocker. The first one's the slowest of the three.
I
Original
remember
3.
seeing that one.
Still good, but the slowest. This one's really good.
I remember the Thunderdome.
2 men enter, 1 man leave.
But I do not remember anything that happens in the second one, so I don't know if I saw
It's
it.
good. It's really good. You should watch it. Really good. And number 30, Some Kind of Hero of $23.6 million. Yeah, guess that one, buddy.
It's a comedy.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Probably. Looking at who's in it. So it's a comedy? No, it's not a comedy.
I just took a shot in the dark. I don't know.
Stars Richard Pryor though.
Oh. Why is it a comedy?
You're right. It's not a comedy.
How is he in Superman and that's a comedy?
The one time you guess a comedy, it's not a comedy. I've heard of this. It's going on my. Oh, it's only got 5.5 stars. Stars Richard Pryor. Stars also Margaret Kidder. Oh shit! No fucking way. Huh? Lois Lane.
It's about some guy who they think's a hero, but isn't actually a hero.
I'm gonna give it to you. Just because it's about a war veteran, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Crime drama war. A Vietnam veteran returns home as a hero, but is quickly forgotten and discovers the harsh realities of survival in his own country. That sounds too real and sad. I wonder if it's good. I want to add to my list because seeing Richard Pryor doing something serious, I kind of want to see that because I can't see him. I mean, he's not a bad actor. Wasn't a bad actor. He's passed away. But yeah, that's the box office, guys. Yeah.
All right. Should we actually get into this movie?
It's a shitty movie anyway. It's nothing to talk about.
So, what is The Thing? 1982.
Yes. What is The Thing? 1982. It's an allegory about communism and the Red Scare. It's an allegory about the gay epidemic.
It is an adaptation of a novel. That's what.
A novel and a movie.
Well, no. Apparently, this Thing from Another World, the original movie this is based on, is loosely based on the novel, where they try to stick more closely to the novel with this one.
Yes.
So there's a research facility in the Antarctic.
Yes.
And there's an American research post and a Norwegian outpost.
Yep.
And the Norwegians found something in the ice, and it's an alien from another world.
Yes.
That is spoiled within the first 3 seconds of this movie with a space.
Because that's cool to do that. Okay, that's my second critique. I always hate when movies do. The Predator does it. Like, I don't need to see the alien land. It doesn't add anything to the story. It's an alien on Earth. I get it. To be fair, though, I guess it's like, okay, this is definitely an alien, nothing man-made. So I guess there's that aspect to it.
Yeah, but if you find an alien spaceship in the ice, you don't need to see it landed.
No, I'll get the argument to like it'd be too vague for some people. Like it could have been like put there by the Russians or whatever. Yeah, maybe it's an ancient thing. Who knows? They don't tell you how it gets there. It could be that.
If it's a good movie, by the end of it, they would have already told you where it came from.
Depends on the situation. Like a movie like this, they wouldn't know. So it depends on the movie.
I guess.
Yeah. So it just depends. So I guess I get why it's there. That being said, I don't like that movies do that. Let's just, who cares? It's a fucking alien. Or not. It's a creature fighting normal people. I get it.
I mean, actually, I still think it's not needed there because you could have the argument, okay, is it an alien or is it something just trapped in the ice from prehistoric times?
Yeah, exactly. For a movie like this,
it gives it more, I think it would give it more of a vague thing, which would match the tone that they're going for.
I 100% agree. Yeah. Can't do that.
So this thing, because they don't give it a name, it's just a thing, is a chameleon absorbs. It absorbs living beings into itself and tries to mimic it?
Yes.
Kind of. It's not very good at it sometimes, but sometimes it's really good at it. I'm not sure how the incubation period works in this thing.
You'll never know.
Because sometimes it takes forever, and then sometimes it's instantaneous.
I think it always takes forever.
Did it? Because
I think so. It's because every time you see it, like every time you think it works quickly, it's because like they cut to black and if they fade to black, and it indicates a time period has passed.
No, because the first instance we see of someone turning is the guy with the weird hands, and that's only been like 30 seconds.
With the weird hands
that they set on fire outside.
Oh, fair. That's been okay. I'll give you that. That's fair.
So like he's already mostly human at that point, except for his hands.
I'll give you that.
So like I had trouble with the actual mechanics of it, which is just like
nitpicky bullshit.
My righty lore brain. Like what how is this? What are the rules to this thing? But the rest of the movie is just them trying to figure out who the thing is.
If anyone's the thing.
If anyone is the thing. If it's... You know, it was unclear to me. When they shot the thing, like, when they found it in the kennel with the dogs, right? Mm-hmm. When that was done, the thing jumped up into the ceiling, correct?
Yeah.
And it vanished from there.
Yeah.
Did they see that happen? Because it was right in front of everybody, but it seemed like no one saw that happen.
They could have, they couldn't have. Maybe that explains why it got to the other plot part there in the third act.
Well, my assumption about the third act, what you're talking about, the guy that they separated from everyone in the shack.
How there's a hole underneath for the base. There's that.
Yeah, no, I don't think that happened in the third act. I think that's the first guy that was infected.
Oh, you think he was affected actually?
Yeah, because he was infected.
The one with glasses.
Yeah, he was infected. They showed him sticking his face into the guy in the last guy in the last 5 minutes of it.
I don't think he was infected.
I think he was.
No. Here's what I think what happened. Again, that's why I like this movie. It's like, it's a conversation. He wasn't affected. He was doing his thing because he was paranoid and like, hey, we are we're going to lose. I might as well destroy everything so no one can leave because he just knows. Even if we're all not, there could be a chance. I don't want to risk the world. He did a noble thing of destroying all the things in communication, yada, yada. And there's the first time they visit, I guess the only time we see them visit him, and he's there. He says, hey guys, I'm fine. I'm good. I keep hearing things in here. Let me out. That thing that escaped earlier is now rummaging underneath of him and then his whereabouts, either try to get to him and or make its base. Then when they leave him, he wasn't affected then. But when they leave him, he gets affected by the thing that left earlier.
Oh no, that's not how I took it at all.
That's like,
I took it the first time we see the thing on its own moving.
Yeah.
It goes into a room.
Yep.
And there's just a guy in a shadow there. You don't see who it is. I think that was Blair, and he set this whole thing in motion.
I like that, but I just don't think the thing would just do all the things it did.
Why wouldn't it? It doesn't want them to escape. It wants to absorb them all. It doesn't know.
Nah, I don't think it's like that. I think it wants to get out of there and do its thing.
Yeah, but I think it wants to make sure that these people don't escape, so it can assimilate all of them first.
Sure.
And then it can escape and go to the problem, so there's nothing to stop
That's
it.
definitely, for sure, a thing that could happen. And we don't know the answer, so either one of us is right.
That's how I interpret it, because I interpret it as because it was setting everything up from the start. That's why it did what it did.
Yeah, no, that's a valid argument. I can't argue against that. It's a good theory you got there.
I mean, I didn't think it was a theory. I thought that was just the plot.
I think it's a theory. I think my way is right, too. I think my no, he was just paranoid and was like, hey, the noble thing is to do is... Because he's a doctor, right? Doctor/scientist, so he knows the cancer's here. The only way to stop the cancer from going further is to cut it away from society. Our way to society is either communication or traveling. Or we're not going to travel, we're not going to communicate. The cancer's stuck here until we deal with it, if we can deal with it. That's how I imagine him dealing with that shit. He got a little too crazy. They said, hey, bro, go over here. And then he got. Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of reading the plot synopsis.
Yeah.
And see if it says anything, but it doesn't.
No, like, John Carpenter has been asked countless times about the ending specifically, so I assume about other parts of the story. And he has kept shit vague and has never said his personal opinion or his viewpoints, especially on the ending, because he likes the vagueness of it. So what we're doing right here is what he wanted us to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
In any case, the thing has... Yeah, they're infected or not infected, so it's pretty much just these 12 people getting killed off one by one by the thing while they are turning against each other until there's only 2 left.
To be fair, they don't get killed off one by the thing. McCready does murder somebody.
McCready does kill someone. That's fair.
So the paranoia of the thing is what kills them off one by one.
But yes, that's true. But by proxy of the thing being there, that wouldn't have happened without the thing. So
that's fair.
And then, that's your synopsis of the 1982.
So we all know I love this film. This is like your kind of first time seeing it thoroughly. What did you think?
I liked it. I was just being a dick.
Okay, you liked it?
Yeah.
Anything you didn't like about besides the things we were saying, but like...
you know what it is? Well, I've seen this scenario a lot of times in other media, and I always hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I always hate it because it never feels like there's enough tension in it. And this movie made me realize why. Because normally in those other shows, there's not enough people.
Oh.
There's not enough. It's always like 3 or 4 people, and of course you're going to figure it out because there's only 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
If you have a larger cast of like 12, where you really can't guess, it could be any one of them. Yep. It makes more sense. That's why this movie I think this is why this movie stands out more than any other version of this, because of the larger cast.
I respect, and like you always have to have them separated doing something, fixing something, or turning something off. Yeah.
That never made sense to me, though. If there's a monster, why are you keep singling yourselves out? But whatever, that's monster movies got a monster movie.
And they do travel in pairs and triplet and threes.
Sure,
so it makes sense.
But it's like right at the end, 3 of them go off. all right, child, you stay here by yourself.
Yeah.
While the three of us go check on this guy over here.
Like, no, since you know he's clear, bring him with you.
Yeah. It's like, who cares if the thing's unguarded?
Yeah.
But it's monster movie's got a monster movie. But like originally in the book, apparently there was 32,
which is a lot.
and they were like, yeah, that would have been kind of like confusing for people to watch if there was 32
For sure.
people. So, but yeah, I think the possibilities of enough people in this scenario actually makes this story more tense, rather if it's just a small group.
Well, I will argue that I think there could be too many people for a story to follow for me to care. Just because, like, if there's 32 people, okay, things got taken. At that point, half the people are probably taking over. I will lose interest and I care. Whereas 12 is like seems manageable.
Sure, you're right. I'm not saying do 32, but I'm saying I don't think this scenario works with 4.
No, you need a good amount of people.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Because like every other time I see it, it's always with a small group of people.
Fair.
And it's like I remember seeing a thing and thinking it like that one seemed like it was good, but every time I watch it, that's kind of why I went into this movie curious, because I'm wondering if I like it. Because every other time I've seen the scenario, I was like, why doesn't this work for me and anything else? It's because it's the larger cast. It really is, because you need more options to build out the suspense.
And especially, and I guess other ways to do it too, but they truly, in this movie, they don't tell you who's who. Until it's revealing, oh, that thing's a creature, because just show me it's a creature, but you never know.
Right.
It's the misdirection is so good. And just the opening alone. Dog running in snow, getting shot at by a guy in a helicopter who's speaking Norwegian. What the are you watching? Where are we going with here? That dog's a beautiful dog. Don't shoot the dog, so you get that feelings going on. Get to the American outposts. Miscommunication in the language because they don't speak the same language. They shoot and kill the guy. Like, it's good. And then we see the dog dogging around, like, okay, this dog's suspicious, but we don't know why. Until the reveal, the dog assimilating the other dogs. Like, oh, shit.
I'm not... the first 20 minutes is a little slow.
It is, but it's build up. And it's proper build up. Like, if it's your first time watching it, how you watched it, yeah, it's slow. And I was thinking that while I was watching it, like, that's my first time watching it. How bored would I be at this point? My mindset nowadays. But if you watch it again and seeing it play out, like, knowing what's going to happen, it's like, this is really interesting.
Yeah, but like I knew the dog was infected.
Yeah.
Watching
yes.
it. And I'm watching it, and for the first 10 minutes, I fell asleep.
Crazy. You go home. Get out of here.
So it's a little slow.
It is. It definitely is.
So and after that 10-minute mark, it does pick up.
Yeah.
But like it starts off really, really slow after that initial intro to it.
It does. I can't deny it. It definitely does. But the second you see the body horror thing happens, it starts picking up. Like, oh, okay.
Well, the other thing that surprised me about the movie was how much we actually saw this thing. Because I didn't remember any of the creature effects in this thing.
That's what the movie's known for, man.
I honestly just thought it was just always hidden.
No, this isn't Jaws, man. This is like, okay, do CPR on that thing and your arms are gone. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I didn't remember any of the effects. So anytime something happened, I was surprised. I was like,
I love that. That's good. That's good.
So, like, because I remembered none of the deaths at all.
That's good. That's good.
And honestly, the special effects are pretty good in this movie.
They hold up.
Yeah, so, like, it's a good movie. I liked it.
It definitely holds up. Now, were you in suspense the whole time trying to figure out who's who and what's what?
No, but only because I had trouble remembering who was who.
Name-wise, I guess, or?
Like, name-wise and what they did, who was in charge.
Yeah.
What was the pecking order of the place. Like,
the movie doesn't really do good explaining, okay, McCready does this, Childs does that, everyone else does these things. Like, no, it doesn't really...
Right, I knew who McCready was and I knew who Childs was.
That's about it.
But that's all I could remember. I didn't know who was who. Like, it was very confusing. Like, there's 3 doctors in this, but they do different things.
Yeah.
So I get it, but like they didn't do a good job on that side of things. So it was hard for me to guess who it was because I didn't know who anybody was.
And I do wish in the first 20 minutes, all that build up, I wish there was more characterization for all the characters. Like, okay, well, let me follow the cook around a little bit. Let me follow the guy who's the vest wearing dude. Sure, why not? What's Mr. Eyebrows and a gun? Why's he got a gun for? Who's this guy? Who's the boss? Like, why is he the boss? Oh, he's a war veteran. Okay, cool. I need a little bit more of that. That'd be nice.
Right. Now, with that, though, like, I knew McCready wasn't, because I remembered him survive.
Right, he could be.
He was the one that survived.
Yeah.
But I remembered that from the movie before.
Fair.
But everyone else, it could have been any one of them. So anytime someone is like, oh, that's the thing, I was like, oh, well, probably. I guess I didn't see that coming.
Okay.
But I don't know who you are, so...
Fair.
Like I said, it was a fun watch to, like, experience it in a different way than like you going back to it, watching it after watching it recently.
I watch it every year. It's such a good movie.
So yeah, I liked it.
Good.
like I said, it's not my favorite movie in the world. Like
Fair.
but like I get it.
Yeah. So I was watching a blood test scene. Like that scene scared me because I forgot how quickly I think it pops out the blood container.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, how'd they do that? But yeah, that's fair.
I something's weird happened over to me over the last few years.
Yeah.
Like before, I used to get scared. Just like I wouldn't want to play a video game if there's a snake in it or something like that. I get scared of easily from stuff. But over the last years, nothing scares me.
That's good.
Like
Because you're depressed.
like I'm just like seriously, it's just like anytime there's like a sudden jump scare or something. Normally I would jump and flinch, but nothing gets to me anymore. It's like, okay. Like anytime something happened, even when that guy I didn't know his hands was gonna go into his stomach and get his hands bit off. That happened, I was like, oh, that's weird.
Because you've consumed a lot of media and the world is scarier than fiction, TJ.
Is that what it is?
Human rights are being violated every day. And you're like, okay, there's a creature doing creature things. That's fine.
So, yeah, I don't know what happened to me. Like, my fear side of my brain has died, I think.
It's on vacation right now. I'll come back.
So, it's just like, okay, oh, yes, that's cool looking.
It's probably because we're doing this podcast here. It's just like over-analyzing things, or it's just like, okay.
No, it's not just movies, though. It's like video games, anything.
It's the story
It's
thing. Maybe because we're writing, so you're trying to figure out story elements.
I've been watching a lot of British like game shows, and like there's one of them that suddenly there's like something pops out, and everyone jumps, and I'm like, why? Okay, like I didn't see it come, and it doesn't react. Like things that you should flinch to, I don't flinch to.
Oh, you're broken inside.
Yeah, maybe.
You need a soulmate.
Because I'll fully admit, I used to be I wouldn't even turn on some games because I was too afraid to play them.
That's the fun games to play, man.
Yeah, I know. And now I look at a horror game, like even I used to buy a horror game, and it's like I don't know if I want to play this, and then I play it, and I'm tense the entire time playing it, and then now I pick up a horror game. Okay, we're just gonna do this. I guess
you're depressed. It's fine.
I don't know. I don't know if depression can break your fear centers.
I think it can. I think depression could do a lot of things in the brain. Like, okay, what's there to be afraid of? Things are sad and scary right now. I'm used to this. You're in that fugue state of like, okay, I guess, scary. So anyways, let's talk about the ending like everyone talks about. Childs and MacReady at the end. They quote unquote probably freeze to death because they both are paranoid because someone's the thing probably. What do you think?
I think they froze to death.
I 100% I'm on that board too. Like I think they're just both humans and the paranoia got to them. Yeah. I don't think either one of them's a thing. But the two theories that always stick out, that I do like that stick out a lot. Theory one, when you watch the scene happen and they're sitting across from each other, people always think Childs is the thing. And one reason is because when they're both breathing, you never see breath coming out of Childs' his face and nose, mouth, and shit like that. MacReady, cold breath all the time. So when you're watching that scene, Childs has no breath. Like, okay, the alien doesn't breathe. Childs is the thing. It's a valid thing. Whatever, sure. Another theory out there is the alcohol MacReady is carrying around, he gives it to Childs as a sign of, hey, we're friends, whatever. We made it through some bullshit. Childs goes and drinks it. And we see MacReady laugh to himself, and then it goes to black. Right? Mm-hmm. People's theory on that is that alcohol bottle is actually full of gasoline. MacReady was going to use it to burn shit down. And so he gave it to Childs to test, see if he would react. And the thing had no reaction to it. So now MacReady knows that's the thing in front of me. Two fun theories. I am in the same boat as you, though. I think they're both paranoid guys who went through some hell and are just too paranoid to accept that they're probably fine. And they're going to freeze to death.
Yeah, I mean, that makes the most sense.
But the ending is vague enough for people to be up in debate about it. And like I said earlier, to badger John Carpenter, he'll never tell us.
I'm not going to lie. I thought the movie was pretty clear.
You would think so, but like MacReady is gone for it at that third act, so he could have gotten infected. It's possible he got infected. There's enough time for him to be incubated and infected, right? So, or not MacReady, Childs. So at least Childs is, or at least MacReady is fine because we followed the whole time, and we've been proving he's not the thing. Childs could be the thing, though.
Sure,
and it won't freeze to death. It just goes in a slumber, I suppose.
But so could MacReady could be the thing too, because we see him coming out. We don't actually see the thing die.
That's true.
So, like, after the thing explodes, the thing could have came out and affected him then. Yeah. It could have been blown to pieces, and we were already shown that the thing survives in pieces.
It does.
A small piece of it could come over there and crawl over and affect him.
So then why do you think they're both not the thing? Like, what about the movie makes it so straightforward for you?
Because the story is, like, it's already ended on a bleak notion. Like these two are gonna. It's just the most bleak ending. It's like the ultimate sacrifice for a hero, and I didn't get the sense that this movie was a movie that the bad guy wins.
So you're being meta about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
Like I'm looking at it from the writer's point of view. Like that's why I think of it.
Interesting.
Like from like. Just if I was writing a story and it's like, okay, the monster, we don't want the monster to win. So, but
why not? I would want the monster to win
because if the monster,
like that's one of my biggest arguments. I think it's a big argument now, and things going on in general. The Predator. This is supposed to be the OP apex creature. Every movie it loses. I want to see a movie where the thing wins. So I would love to see the monster win in some movies.
I don't disagree about the Predator, but the thing with the Thing is, if the Thing wins, then it gets out into the wider world, and that sets up sequels and
not necessarily.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's sequel bait at that point. I feel
if it's so.
And I think a sequel would actually take away.
Oh, for sure. I'm so glad they never made a sequel to it. Even that's why people are up in arms about the prequel sequel thing they did, because this is a perfect film. You don't need more.
Right. It's like so. I think if the Thing wins and we show it like apparently in the book, they show McCready and I think it's McCready and Childs freezing, but they look up and they see birds flying away and they wonder if the birds are infected.
Yeah.
So but that's just like, okay, more to come.
Could be with that mindset, sure, but I never see it like that. So I think that
I would have saw it like that.
I think at today's standards, because everything's content and sequel baity shit, sure, but I think back then I never thought to myself, oh, sequel bait.
I disagree because at this point, it was like Friday the 13th Part 2, Halloween 2.
Yeah, sure, but this is a standalone the Thing. Like,
yeah, but my point is that sequels were kind of the thing back in the 80s for horror movies.
Oh yeah,
you always made sequels and you always left it open. The monster, the monster's defeated,
which they do right here. I guess in that argument they do leave it open. But this is open, right? This is open ended.
But my point is like. I was reading behind the scenes, John Carpenter tried to stay away from cliched things like he did in Halloween.
Yeah.
He thought bodies falling out in the open and people find it as cliched. So if you're trying not to be cliched, you don't want the monster to be able to say hey, okay, the monster possibly can come back. You haven't won.
Yeah, but you're saying this argument now that after you watched the film and read behind the scenes. I'm saying if you after you just watched it, you thought they are both human.
Yeah.
What about the movie you presented that? Why do you think that?
Because if you were going to have it so that the Thing was just going to win, you wouldn't have narrowed it down one by one.
Why not?
You would have.
It plays into the paranoia and you never know and you never win.
My point is that McCready wouldn't have stood out as the hero. Is all I'm saying. They're building him up as the hero of the story right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So if you have a hero of the story,
they don't have to win.
No, but technically, he doesn't. He beats the monster, but he doesn't win. He dies.
You think he beats the monster? Because maybe he didn't beat the monster.
And sure, that's the vagueness of it. But it just didn't feel It didn't feel very close. The story didn't feel done if the Thing isn't dead and he didn't sacrifice himself to do it. Is all I'm saying.
Why?
Because it feels like there's loose ends.
What? That the Thing's alive?
If the Thing's still alive, yeah, then it's okay, then there's further stories to be told here, and then you can go out and do sequels there. So whereas if you kill off the Thing and then you have him freeze in the ultimate sacrifice, that's a good.
Yeah, but for me though, even if they both kill the Thing, I still think the Thing can come back because I don't think they had properly disposed of any of the material anywhere.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can do that with any story.
No, not really.
Yes,
no, because again, going back to the Predator, because it's easy for me. The Predator doesn't do what the Thing does. The alien doesn't do what the Thing does. The thing is, if you gotta really burn that bitch out, most zombies are fine and dead until you get to the Night of the Living Dead, where even if you burn those motherfuckers, the ashes in the air will still infect people. You can't win that one. You're gonna die no matter what. So I think this is one of those instances where no matter how thorough you are, once that thing's been released, it's been released.
No, I disagree.
Unless you truly scorch earth that motherfucker. Well, I don't think they've done that in this movie, where they scorched earth it enough to be okay, now I'm satisfied. They put up a valiant effort. They really put up a good fight, but I think they definitely.
But again, we weren't told the rules of this thing.
Exactly.
You're assuming that you need to fire, but maybe an explosion of enough pieces is enough to.
And probably, but we saw the research they found from the Norwegians a little bit, and the assumptions and the conclusions they came to, and even the blood test they did had the Thing turn into a little creature for a second because it got caught on fire.
Right, but
so who knows?
But it only lasted for a second.
Sure.
Once it reacted, it fell flat, and then in due time.
And then go back to the argument earlier. You said how that little piece of head or in the dog cage where the thing went to the ceiling and they didn't notice it. Maybe there's still a thing out there that's burrowing around in that station. Like that tunnel they found at the end of the third act. That whole big area.
So like I understand what you're saying.
Like they didn't find all the pieces.
I get what you're saying. I'm explaining to you why I felt the way I felt.
I get that, but I just feel like
like I didn't get the feeling that they left any of these things done. Like I think they got all of it, and that the two froze to death. That's the story that I got out of it, and it feels complete in that aspect.
That's fair.
Me as a writer, and I as a writer, as I can see how they would have come to that same conclusion. This is how we're going to finish this story.
That's an optimistic way of you thinking too. You're half full. Like, okay, they killed the thing, but they're going to die of the problem. The cancer has been snuffed out. Whereas a pessimist son of a bitch like me is like, nah, that thing's still there. The humans lost for guys. But at the same time, I'm on your boat too. Like, yeah, no, I definitely, since day one, I thought, oh, they'll just both die from paranoia. That sucks, but at least the thing's dead. Yeah, no, I agree.
It just makes the most sense.
I don't think it makes the most sense, but that's what I agree with.
I think it makes the most sense. Like, you could, like, honestly, you could make an easy sequel out of this with that thing still being dead in Antarctica.
Or alive.
I mean, like, even with the thing dead in Antarctica, I'm saying you can still do a thing. You already established the thing lands here 1,000 years. It wakes up. Oh, look, they broke out the spaceship. Signal was sent to whatever planet it's from. More things are coming. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard.
No, for sure. They definitely could do a sequel. You could do a sequel to anything.
Right. So that's my whole point. That's my argument against your thing.
What thing?
Like,
was I arguing anything?
Yeah, you were arguing something. I forget what it was.
I think I was arguing it.
I got that's the answer to whatever argument we were arguing.
Sure, if there's an argument, sure, Marcus will probably find it and still forget it. Yeah, I think you can make a sequel to anything for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think this movie's perfect as is because I agree with you. Like, I think they both die out of paranoia.
Yeah,
but also I can see how other people can argue something is the thing.
Yeah, but people can argue anything.
Yeah, but like it's also valid because the movie is vague enough for it to be like, okay, yeah, that's probably true.
Sure, and that's
like we don't know for sure.
That's why people get satisfaction out of these kinds of movies.
Yeah, that's a who's who.
But like at the same time, I hate those kinds of movies, so I guess that's why I looked at it from
there's a definitive answer.
This is the definitive answer to things. Because like when they clearly say it could go any way you want it to, I hate those answers because it's a cop.
Yeah, Inception. Like, okay, what is it? That's up to you. No, motherfucker, I watched a 2.5 hour movie. Tell me what the ending is, please.
I don't know I never saw that movie.
Shut up.
Never saw it.
Shut up.
It was made after 2000. I never saw it.
Shut up. You would hate it because it's Christopher Nolan pretentious film. So, God, you would hate it so much.
But yeah, like you're right. Hey, that's why it's really why I hate open ending.
Same.
Endings because it feels like the writer's like, I don't know how to end this. You decide.
And that's fine for some stories, but like. I put my time into this, whether I read it, watched it, or played it. Give me the fucking conclusion, please.
You know, the funniest version I saw of this was Stephen King, prolific horror writer. No one knows who that is.
I've never heard of him.
I don't know anyone
Who's Stephanie King? Who's that?
Anyway, he wrote a dark fantasy series, The Dark Tower. For those of you who know, pretty much all of his works revolve around the Dark Tower, his universe and stuff like that. But the last book in that series, it gets to a point where he gives you an ending, and the story's not done. And he's like, this is where I think the ending should be. I implore you to not continue on reading. This is the ending that I think the story should have. But there's another chapter, and actually gives you an actual ending because he knew people would be pissed.
Yeah, he talked about this before. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, oh yeah. And I think that's funny because, like, yeah, I think most writers and people should do that, especially when it comes to writing. Like, okay, this is where I would stop. So if you want to stop too, stop here. But I like that idea.
So I think that's like the best solution you can come in if you really wanted that kind of vague ending, because some people don't get anything out of vague endings. They just don't. It's like it feels like a cop out.
It is. It's my same argument because I'm fat. I don't like baked potatoes. I don't like crabs. I don't like most things where I have to do it myself. The food's delicious. It is. I like. The potatoes are good, crabs are good, but if I have to, like, if you make it and there's stuff for me like disassemble or assemble together, I don't want it. I'm not going to a restaurant where I have to like cook my own food because it's part of the gimmick. Like, no. I'm paying you to make the food for me so I can eat it and leave. I don't want to make it and then clean up. No. That's your job.
Wherever you go, that you have to make your own baked potatoes.
Well, it's a gimmick now. Like, if you go to like a restaurant and they're like, here's all the ingredients for like hot pot, K-pot, hot pot, whatever. Well, they'll give you all the ingredients and there's a shared communal heating source. So you heat your food up and then assemble your food again. Like, no, that's
I don't know. That's very Japanese.
It is, and it's like that kind of thing. And there's like or build your own pizza. No, I'm gonna order the pizza, and by the time I want it and get it, it should be ready.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been out to an actual restaurant since before the pandemic.
Well, you're not missing out on anything. Like, it's restaurant stuff. You're not missing out on anything.
So, like, I haven't been to a diner or anything. The most I've gone to is like a fast food chain.
Crazy.
I would rather eat from my refrigerator.
Oh, same. I like cooking too, but like I was just seeing on social media people do things, and I look at it like I'm not interested at that at all.
Is that a thing in America?
Yeah, it's becoming over because like the Japanese tourists were doing it here now.
Because that is like that's classic Japanese stuff. Like I see that in anime all the time.
And it's a cool gimmick, but like I don't want any part of that kind of stuff.
Well, the Japanese also work harder than us, so that's the kind of their culture to be.
Sure. Like
I'm a fat guy. I don't
same.
Care. I'm lazy.
Yeah, I like food, but I'm not gonna make my food. I'm going out. That's not who I am. I'll make it at home all day. I like cooking.
I love baked potatoes, but you're gonna make.
Yeah. I don't want to cut it open and put the fixings on it myself. Whatever, you're in communist Russia? No, not you. Make it for me. Chop chop. That's my the vague endings like that. Like, just tell me. I gave you my times. Give me some kind of. It might be a bad conclusion, but still give me a conclusion.
Right.
Shit.
I mean, we get bad endings in there for everything.
Yeah, it happens.
It's funny how people don't know how to do an ending.
It's hard.
I don't know what it is.
Endings are hard. The beginnings are somewhat easy. The middle part can be boring, but the ending to land something is hard.
But like, isn't that what you do? You come up with a beginning and an ending, and that's how I come up with stories.
Everybody. Some people come up with an idea and try to work their way around it or to it or from it, but no, it's hard to have an idea.
You have a starting point and an end point, and then you make everything up in the middle to get to those.
Yeah, but the things change. They could change the ending and make it better or worse. Like,
sure,
this is the true ending, or this is the true ending. Ending things are hard.
But the core of the ending is still there. You know what I mean?
Some people will be cliched about it, and people are afraid of that aspect. It's just ending a story feels hard.
I've never had a trouble ending a story.
Yeah, how many stories do you have I made that's out there and people can get a hold of? And
it doesn't matter how many people know about it, but I've written a lot of stories that all have endings.
But I think that's another factor is like, I want this to be solid enough to be put out there. I think there's a lot of factors to making an ending. Like, is it satisfactory enough for me and someone else?
I mean, I've never had an issue where I thought that the problem was the ending. If anything, it's the writing. It's like, I never had an issue with endings.
They're hard. They're difficult. It's hard to end the thing properly and get all the things you want out, story elements and character development and the theme you want. Like, this is what I want. This is the last word. This is the last scene.
It might be the issue that I have because I am overly what's the word? You call me all the time with my overabundance of exposition and stuff like that. Like, I get everything out in my story.
Yeah, you do.
So, like, I'm long-winded in my storytelling. Yeah. So, it's like, maybe that's why I never have an issue with that issue of, like, I don't feel like I've earned this ending, because, no, everything led up to the ending.
I mean, it's hard. And some people don't think about the ending. Someone get to it, like, shit, how do I end this thing? Like, it's hard. It's hard.
I just don't. I'm usually rudderless in between the plot points I need to get to.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you don't have a direction, how do you know where you're going? You know what I mean?
I mean, true. How we get here. But yeah, the movie's good.
Yeah, the movie's good.
I thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. I watch it every year at least once. Yeah, you have any new common wisdom about the movie or anything like that, or anything you want to say?
I was surprised by it. Like I said, surprised about how much the thing was actually in it, and how much the thing was actually in it, and just how long the movie actually is.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
It's what, an hour 40 something, right?
Yes, it's
hour 50.
I mean, I'm not saying the movie is long. I didn't feel a length or anything, but the story is very simple.
Yes.
So, like, to tell it in an hour 40 feels like overkill, but it wasn't. Because they had enough characters to fill in the time.
Yeah, and nothing's for them to do, and love trial and tribulations.
But we could tell this story in 10 minutes.
You can tell any story in 10 minutes. We've had this argument. You could tell a story in, log line. You could tell a story in 2 minutes, 2 sentences.
No, but, like, I think you could tell, like, a compelling story, like the story compellingly in 10 minutes.
I think you can have any story.
No, I don't think so. Because
I think so.
there's some.
I think we've got to the point in technology and storytelling in this modern era. That's why most Vines and TikToks are like people are like, okay, give me something quick and easy I can digest. Oh, I like that. Funny, made me sad, made me happy. In and out. We can do that nowadays with any story.
I don't think it's as simple.
I think it is. I
think some concepts are more complicated than others.
Ah!
Whereas this is a very simple concept that you can easily adapt into a short bit here.
I like you're probably right, but like I think 10 minutes is a lot of time to tell any story. The only reason the movies are like an hour 40 to 2 hours, 3 hours, because you're just giving more character development. But like any story can be summed up so quickly in 10 minutes.
I don't know. This would have to be a theory we would have to test out because I don't agree.
I can't think of it. Like right now, I'm going through movies in my head, like Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs come back because this guy did some stupid shit.
I don't think you tell that story in 10 minutes and it'd be as good.
Well, that's any best movie ever, but
that's my whole point.
I think you can though too.
I don't think you could tell this type of story in 10 minutes and still have it as compelling as the long version.
Always, but also you still make a you still make a compelling story in 10 minutes though, of any story. And like most movies, like are because we've seen the hour and a half version, 2 hour version of the movie, it's good. So it's gonna be great. Like Saving Private Ryan, that's maybe 2.5 hours, but it's good still. Can you make it in 10 minutes? Sure.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be as impactful.
Yes.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I think you could tell a thing type story that would be just as impactful as the thing at its long version.
Okay, you're right. Let me trust my argument because you are right. That initial argument I said was wrong. My new argument is any horror film can be done in 10 minutes.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
Because it's a horror film.
That's
yes.
fair.
So, yes, because the other argument was you need character development. 2 hours, you need character development. A horror film, get them scared, get them thinking, and leave. That's a horror film, right?
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That one I agree with you. Okay.
Because that's why there's like 2-sentence horror story structures and shit like that. That's why short stories good, because it's a horror film.
I guess that's why. I guess I was just having a problem with the generalization.
Yeah. And I was wrong. I'll admit that. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was trying to argue it, like I couldn't, like I can't, because some of these things need to be 2 hours. But a horror film, 5 minutes and you're good. Yes, that's like you're right. Whenever I see a horror film that's 2 hours, like why is this thing 2 hours? Hour and a half at most. Cut the shit down, guys.
Honestly, that's probably a good way to figure out if you should turn your horror thing into a story. If you can do it in 10 minutes and do it well, then you should be like, okay, yeah, this is worth doing into a long.
You just scare somebody. You give them something to think about, scare them, get a conclusion or not, and just get out. It's simple. The characters are going to be likable because of the victim, so you want to be rooting for the victim, right? Simple as that.
Essentially, what you want to do is write your opening kill scene and make that as compelling as possible.
Exactly.
Or even any kill scene in your movie, and just to see if that works. See if you got your monster done right, got your victims done right. The kills, the way you kill people is important.
Or the theme, like what's the theme of this horror? We're talking about social justice, or talk about mentality, or whatever the case may be. If you're trying to get that deep with your theme shit, or just go for blood and guts, did I kill the person in the cool way?
Yeah, like what's the new
Terrifier? Yeah. Are you going for that? Are you going for the thing? Going for Hannibal Lecter? Are you going for psychological shit? Is your dialogue good? Storytelling's hard, but it's not that hard. But it's hard. Hold on. I'm giving this movie 10 out of 10.
Oh. Yes.
What are you giving this, TJ?
I'll give it an 8.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
So 1 out of 10. Or 1 out of 9, 1 out of 10. Like, why 8 and 1 out lower?
Well, that's not lower because it's a good movie. Why would I give a good movie a bad score?
Because you're a dick.
But I don't see this as the epitome.
You gave Revenant like a 2.
Yeah, because that movie was terrible.
Kiss my ass, it was terrible. You gave Oldboy a 2, I think, as well, or 3. You give it like...
Because that movie was also terrible.
Kiss my ass. Those are good movies.
Your opinion.
That's my fact.
Those movies are bad.
Whatever.
That's why I gave them bad score.
Images a low score probably. Yeah. That's art. That's an art movie right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I try to stay away from that. Anyway.
Yeah, so yeah. Why is this an 8?
Because I just don't think this is the epitome of horror movies to me. Like this isn't yes, this is good for what it is, and I don't tension's fine and all, but at the same time, it's what are the rules?
Oh, so what do you want from horror then?
I don't know. if I'm being honest with you. I don't think I've been satisfied with a horror movie.
Since you're a kid, probably.
Yeah.
And not as depressed as you are now.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. There's not a horror movie that I've seen that, like, I mean, like I said, nothing scares me anymore. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's like, and this is good. I liked watching it. But, like, I'm not going to say this is what I'm going to hold the standard of horror movies to, because
You're depressed.
I just didn't get that from it.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, but I'm not going to say this is the worst movie I've ever seen, and it's not an average movie by any means. It's well made. It's good. It surprised me. I kept my attention the entire time. I didn't feel
nice. That's good. Besides the little nap you took earlier.
I mean, to be fair though, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was tired.
Yeah.
So. And you got a slow thing moving, very slow. And like I said, it was only the first 10 minutes after, like, the opening thing. So it's not like I fell asleep for a long period of time. And once the movie started going, I didn't fall asleep again.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah.
So. Yeah, I like the suspense. I like the paranoia. I like the body horror. I like the visuals. I like a who's who.
Oh, just to go back to the alien versus it could be on the thing.
Yeah.
The poster says the ultimate and alien terror.
The poster John Carpenter wasn't happy with. Yeah, because the art, he's like, the art's iconic, but like, he saw it, he's like, this isn't what I was trying to go for, and it had happened. This has nothing to do with the movie. Guy with a light in his face, what's this?
Yeah.
What?
Duh.
Well, it's iconic, though. Yeah. But yeah, the movie's great. Like I said, all the things I said. And there's like the cliches are there, but it's like no Hollywood cliches of like I said earlier, no forced romance, no love triangle. There's none like there's no.
Well, there's no women in it. It's a sexist movie.
Well, this consider you could. I guess you need two female characters, or at least one female character too, for to pass that Bechdel test, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so it doesn't pass that.
I mean, to be fair, not every movie needs to have a woman.
No, not every movie needs a man in it either. TJ.
No, you don't even. Movies don't even need people.
Yeah, that's true. Hell, a movie doesn't need to exist sometimes. Human Centipede, that doesn't exist. Yeah, it was great. Again, 10 out of 10. I love it. One of my favorites. I'll watch it again next year.
All right. Now that we did it, it's done.